Most people are looking in the wrong areas of Merida, guys, until they find about this place.
This is where you actually want to be. Most buyers come to Merida looking in the wrong places. It's sad but true. The ones who understand the market, though, they end up here, searching for a beautiful house in Barrio, Santiago. Look no further though, because today we're showing you a 2-bedroom home with a private garden pool in one of the most walkable and desirable areas of Merida Centro. And we're going to show you exactly why properties like this one are getting harder and harder to find, guys. Stick with us. Let's take a look at this gem.
Okay guys, it's Megan and Noe, Mérida Mexico bilingual realtors.
Just in case you forgot.
Powered by XP.
Disco Inferno.
Hey, how are you guys? We're broadcasting right now from Barrio, Santiago in Mérida Centro.
It's one of the most sought after areas of Centro for people that are in the know on where they want to be located for walkability and proximity to the undeniably hot spots in Merida. And those would be Paseo Montejo, Calle 47, Restaurant Row, over to La Plancha with easy proximity, and here in Barrio Santiago, you have your own vibrant culture of Central Mercado, Cathedral, pop-up markets on the weekend. So it is, and the best, Tuesday nights is the public dance in the square night. So yeah. Santiago is a charming part of town. For those who know it, they love it. And for those who don't know it, well, you now know about it and you'll be wanting a place of your own in this part of town as well.
Okay guys, what if we check this place out?
Yes, let's not delay any further. Let's take a stroll through Casa Rubí. Bienvenidos a Casa Rubí. Adelante. Okay, we're starting at the very front door today because this is something that not every house in Centro has, guys. Off-street parking. Currently, this is big enough to get 2 compact cars inside or a large truck, but if you're not interested in having a car, what an opportunity to build a gorgeous internal courtyard. Or if somebody were interested in having a 3rd bedroom on this property, you could add an additional one here at the front. And as you can see, it's a fairly quiet residential street, no bus lanes here in front of the house. So what an advantage here. You're in the heart of the city, but it feels like you're in a residential neighborhood, everything peaceful and under control, and plenty of space here to do with this house whatever you're envisioning.
It's so important to have parking in your house in Centro.
Yes, even if you aren't going to use the parking yourself, to have a spot for visitors, or if this is going to be a rental property, to offer your tenants a space that's protected off of the street, well, that is a highly sought after amenity.
I'm so impressed with these Colonial wood doors.
Yeah, this house is a perfect blank slate for an owner that wants to design the house of their dreams in Merida. Of that, there are many people who are looking for something that has been brought up to code, has the modern way of lifestyle, modern way of living in mind. But the designers and the owners of this house haven't gone too far with their own personalization. There are a few really cool special details here, but it's like the perfect canvas for people to put their own stamp on. And that's going to be amazing for the new owners. Whether the goal is to have a rental, well, if that's the goal, you're ready to go pretty much immediately. But if you want this to be your own private palace, you're ready to roll, and the house is perfect for making it your own. So here in the front we have the 1st bedroom. I guess this will be considered the secondary bedroom or the guest bedroom, but it has its own ensuite. It has these really amazing high ceilings, and it feels very spacious, very cool, very comfortable. Perfect for welcoming your guests, friends and family to your casa, or if you have a family, well, this is a great secondary bedroom here. And check out the exposed mamposteria here on the front wall. This is evidence of the history of the house. This is a true colonial, and they've just brought some of these details forward. The original pasta tile floors, for example. Actually, I was lying. It's not a true colonial. This is a historic house with a few of the details are now being highlighted, but it's a beautiful mix between modern, simplistic style and some of those traditional details like the original pasta tile floors, like the exposed mamposteria. And then, as I mentioned, there's a couple really cool design details that we will get to as we carry on our tour. But I just love how serene and quiet it is in here. Even though the bedroom is just off the street, you don't hear much. And in the back of the house, you hear nothing, so it's incredible. Ensuite over here, perfectly appointed with sink, water closet, and shower, including a nice stone shower bench. Simple chacum walls, which are always a great choice here in Merida, allowing the humidity to breathe and not have to worry about paint peeling, etc. in the wet areas of the house. So let's continue. Okay, this might be the coolest room in the house, and you don't say that very often about a powder room, but check this out. I have never seen a plumbing feature like this one. I love it. And look at that ceiling height throughout.
It's so amazing, it's beautiful. I've never seen something like this.
Yeah, very clever design, taking full advantage of that ceiling height and just doing something, unique.
I love unique homes.
Let's carry on to the living room.
You know what I love from this place? The light fixtures.
Yes, and the house is being sold semi-furnished, so with the furniture that you see here, yes, that will be included. They didn't go crazy putting too much furniture in here, but the only thing that it doesn't come with are some of the art pieces because they are done by a very noted artist. However, they are available for sale should something catch your eye.
This catch my eye.
Yeah, that's a very fun piece, and it brings in a lot of the color elements throughout the house. So we have the original I wouldn't want to wager a guess of the year that these floors came from, but original Pasta-tile floors were rehabbed, repurposed. I love when designers do that, giving a nod to the history of the house. And then it's in combination with polished concrete over here in the kitchen area, and a complementary, it's a newer tile, but it's not one of the generic tile choices that sometimes get chosen in Merida. This one makes a lot of sense with the entire color scheme of the house. As you can see, they did not put in an island here, but there's plenty of room to do so if that's something that you're after in your kitchen situation. Or you could also add a dining table here or a piece of furniture that works as a prep area. But we have quartz countertops, all of the carpentry already done for you, plenty of drawer storage, and the eat-in bar over on this side. So like I said, this house is ready for the new owners to put their own stamp on things, and you have the opportunity to design things exactly as you want them. So that's a rare chance here in Merida. Usually you're either getting a ruin of a property that you have to start from scratch, or somebody's house who has already done everything that they would like to do in their house. And so that may work for you, or it may be a disadvantage to you because you might have to make a lot of changes. This house is at the beginning stages of development, and you can put your own stamp on everything. So it is sold with the appliances as well, which isn't always the case in Merida. So that's including your gas range, your oven, and your refrigerator. Okay, before we head out back, let's take a look at what is the primary suite. I mean, to be honest, they're equally sized rooms, more or less, but if you're the owner of this house, you best believe that you want to be looking out onto your private oasis of a backyard when you wake up. I know I would. I'd be adding the coffee station just over there, so I don't even have to go out to the kitchen, just pour my coffee and head out to the pool with a good book for a little morning meditation and gratitude practice of how I made the best life decision ever by buying this house. You have your ensuite here as well, very, very similar to the first bedroom, perfectly appointed.
Has these very cool benches in the shower.
Yeah, it's a nice detail.
Ceilings are very high, and I love the natural color and I love the natural light that comes from these skylights. Skylights?
Yes. The ceiling heights in this place are excellent. Okay, now the pièce de résistance. How about having your very own waterfall on your very own pool house right in the heart of Mérida Centro?
This is the only house in Mérida Centro, guys, that has its own waterfall.
Well, I don't know if we can claim it's the only, but it's the only one we've seen. And it's the only one on the market right now, so.
Okay, Megan, turn it off, but it's just
I turned it off so we can talk about it.
it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, guys.
So just like the house is at the perfect precipice of designing it exactly as the new owner wants it to be, or exactly as you want it to be, so is the yard. You have this great covered area. At night, we have landscape lighting in place, etc. But the landscaping is really yours to do with what you want, other than this great pool and this amazing cascada.
It's also one of the few homes I've seen that they have the yard with grass.
Yes, and you know, so many buyers are looking for grass because they have pets, or it's just the way that they're accustomed to their yard being. So this is a really great choice. There's a lot of properties that just do gravel. So for those looking for grass, it's already done for you. And yeah, we get a nice coverage of shade here from this tree on this side. We have a saiba on this side, but you can obviously add your own trees, your own plants once you are the owner. We have the stone countertop, the wet bar here, perfect for a Sunday carne asada situation, or just evening cocktails out by the pool, taking it all in.
On my mind, my heart beats loud. Every time we kiss, I can't wait to see you this weekend. I think it's the real thing. Can you tell me if it is? And if it's not, I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. Don't leave me here, I can't handle you leaving. I refuse to believe it.
This was Casa Rubí, and what an amazing surprise we found out with this waterfall and the unique style of this home.
Yes, I really do think there's two types of buyers that this house makes perfect sense for. Those who have been searching for an affordable oasis of their own in Santiago. I know that's at a premium these days, and this is really well priced and the perfect jumping off point for designing your own Merida Palace. And then the other type of buyer would be somebody who's looking for an investment to grow here, see the return on investment, and perhaps have it renting. Santiago is highly sought after by travelers and people that are coming through looking for a short-term rental, so you can capitalize on having a property right in the heart of the action where people are looking to be.
Everything is by walk around here, guys. So, okay, guys, we are Megan and Noe, Mérida Mexico bilingual realtors.
If Casa Rubí has caught your eye, don't hesitate. Give us a call, send us an email right now. Let's talk about it. And if this isn't the one for you, but you've been thinking about Merida and want to explore what the best options are, let's have a chat. Let's set up a time to talk about your property goals, and we can help you make those dreams a reality.
Okay, guys, stay tuned for more content and see you soon.
Until next time, hasta luego.
Hasta la vista, guys.